Here's the Elliott wave forecast from March 15th, 2012 on the NASDAQ 10-day chart. I have to look back at this chart because I think the move off of 2977 to 3050 could be 1 of 3, and the zigzag, or the zigzag slash flat at the end of the day before the rally, and then the end of the day was a 2 of 3 before a 3 of 3. And if we gap up in a big way tomorrow, and the futures actually went from -3 in S&P to about, well, I think up 1 right now. But if they could swell up and push it over 3050 and the gap up, we could turn to a 3 of 3. And I'm not joking. But my minimum target right now for this wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 is 31.25. But if this turned to a 3 of 3, oh my god. But we have to watch the futures tomorrow morning. If they're over 3050 tomorrow, and that's NASDAQ. If they're over 3050 and NASDAQ are in a gap up tomorrow, and it forms a kind of like an island reversal in reverse, it'll set up a 3 of 3, and it's really looking like that right now, because this could be 1 of 2. I mean 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and then a 3 of 3, and we could be just seeing the start of an extended third wave. And instead of 31.25, we could actually hit let me see, 31.50 and then 3,300. I'm not even kidding. This chart is actually starting to look extremely bullish right now. And again, well, first of all, we have to gap up above 3050 in NASDAQ, and then for S&P, I mean, there's no resistance in the NASDAQ. There's no resistance at all. Like, there's resistance at like 3,500, going back like 10 years or 12 years, since 2001 or 2000. There's no resistance because there hasn't been any resistance in the past 10 years. Anyway, I'm like looking at these charts. I'm like, oh my god, because I have Apple and TQQQ right now, and S&P calls, SPY calls, and my SPY calls are about 24%, or actually about 22%, and if this turns into a 3 of 3, if we gap up above 13.99 in S&P, that's up to 3 of 3. I'm not even kidding. I'm looking at this chart. I'm like, this could be 1 of 3, 2 of 3, into a 3 of 3. But you need to gap up above 13.99. If we could do that in the futures, that would set up a 3 of 3. The regular third wave target right now is about 1425. But if it turns into a 3 of 3, the highest target I have is about 1500 in the 3 of 3. I mean, we could be on the verge of a crash up. I'm not even joking. Like, literally, we could crash up in like the opposite of 2008 in the coming days. This is a big call to say, but I mean, looking at these charts, it's just outstanding to look at. It's like, I really think that we could be entering a 3 of 3, but if we don't gap above 13.99, it could be a slow, gradual 3. But a crash 3, an upward crash 3 would be even more amazing, because that would draw attention to everybody. People would be like, oh my god, we're really moving up today. But yeah, I think we're starting to enter the acceptance phase, where people will start to accept the fact that we're in a third wave, and once you start reaching that point, then everybody will all the bears will capitulate and just give in and say, okay, I give up, and they cover everything. Just like abandon all short positions right now, because again, if you gap up above 13.99 in the S&P, it would set up a gap up 3 of 3. It's looking at these charts. They look so beautiful right now. Oh, by the way, Dan Eric posted a chart on his. It looks like complete desperation. Like, it looks like the most desperate thing I've ever seen. It's like he has no analysis on his chart. He just has a big arrow pointing down. A big arrow pointing all the way down to like down 1,000. I'm not even kidding. He's like, oh, this arrow is pointing all the way down to 0. He's like, I think Dan Eric has lost all credibility And Proctor is starting to lose his credibility completely. They're starting to, all the bearish politicians are completely losing their credibility because there's one guy out there who's right, and that's me. And my analysis is just bar none the best. And I've proven it in the past 3 months in a bigger audience, and the fact that I'm getting a lot of subscriptions, making a lot of money, and everything is just great from my website. It's like I hit the sweet spot, like start in the middle of January. And once the market started moving up the way it did, and I called it all the way up, it's like unbelievable what's happening to my website right now. I can't even like describe what's happening right now to my website. It's a magical place. It really is. If you haven't subscribed yet and you haven't heard the audio broadcast, here's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Words can't explain on a website how good an electrician is. When you're sitting here and you're talking on an audio broadcast for 7 to 8 hours a day, and they listen to you like one of my subscribers described it as an expert surgeon, like operating on the stock market, I'm an MD, I'm a doctor who's operating on the stock market. It's like, if you guys didn't know, my entire family, it's like, there's a lot of doctors in my family, and I was a junior. I am a junior, and I should be a doctor as well. I should be a doctor, but I'm not a doctor. I just have the abilities, the analytical abilities of a surgeon or of a doctor, and it's hard to explain, but I'm having the best 3 months of my life right now. I'm making a lot of money, and I can't even describe the feeling that the way it's been, and if we get a gap up 303, not only would it validate everything that I've been talking about, like Dow 33,000 or 33,346, those numbers won't seem very crazy anymore, because disbelief is like when they go to my article, they're like, "There's no way." I wrote like a 1,000-word article about how I believe the Dow could go to 33,346, and it's met with a lot of disbelief. But if you look, it's just anyway. I'm going a little bit too long in this video, but I mean, it's like right now it seems like I'm talking on my audio broadcast. So when I'm doing my forecast videos, I'm so used to talking about the stock market in a 7-hour period that my videos have started to become a lot longer, because I'm describing things like in detail. But if you haven't subscribed already, if you ever have the chance to listen to the audio broadcast for an entire day, and you'll start to realize that I'm not some joke. I'm not some like young like idiot. You know, I really have the nickname Wave Genius is for real. It's the real thing. And I'm not going to call myself a genius, because if you do call yourself a genius, then people think you're not a genius. But you have to listen to the audio broadcast when you can. If tomorrow we gap up into 303, I will open up the audio broadcast and I want all you guys to listen to it, because I go into trance-like states where I'm like analyzing the market, and I just focus so deep on the charts that things magically happen. If you ever listen to the audio broadcast and I'm like, that's 5 waves down, I'm gonna buy here. The moment I buy something, it goes up a lot. Every single time I call a 5-wave pattern down, it's like 100% of the time it happens. I'm not even kidding. You guys really have to just watch and observe. That's why I'm getting so many subscribers right now, and it's almost like a panic to jump on board my website, because they don't want to miss out on all the profits that they could make on my website. And it's incredible what's happening. I just can't explain how amazing my website has become. I may not have 10,000 visitors a day like Dan Eric, but I mean, I get 3,000 visitors a day, but I seem to be converting every single one of those visitors into subscribers, like every day. And it's a magical place. It's like you go into the members only site and you listen to the audio broadcast all day, and you chat with me on the ping box, the Yahoo Messenger. You talk to me and I answer you on the audio broadcast. It's like I'm sitting next to you, I'm telling you, I'm like an employee at your hedge fund or whatever, and I'm like a doctor, like analyzing the charts, and it's you'll see. I'm gonna post a lot of like testimonials and a lot of stuff. Anyway, okay, I've been talking for a long ass time, but I'm looking at these charts, guys. I really think that we could crash up in a big way in the coming weeks or within the next month. We could be exploding to the upside. I mean, if we don't gap up above 13.99, fine. It may be a slow, gradual third wave. It could be a slow, trickly third wave that goes up really slowly, like it has been. But we've already gone to that. We've already gone past that phase. So they're gonna change the phase until the big explosive move up. I mean, I'm looking at these charts and I can't even explain. Like, I'm not even like. What if everybody accepted the fact that we were in a bull market? Everybody. And they all decided to give up. Like, all the bears decided to give up all at once. What would happen? Just imagine what would happen if they all gave up all at once. Just imagine it for a second. What I imagine right now is looking at the NDX and looking at these charts and seeing a 3-3 being set up right now. It's only a setup, okay? If we don't get the 3-3, fine. Okay? But we may go slowly and gradually up, but in the past 7 to 8 days, look at these. Look at the charts. Look how explosive these moves have been. I mean, all it would take is another gap up, and we melt into a 3-3, and it's setting up right now. But hey, we don't get it, fine, because it could be a slow, gradual 3, you know. But a gap up 3 that catches attention for everybody. I mean, NDX right now, if it's a 3-3 tomorrow, it would be, let's just see, 160, about 2850 from here. And then 5-3 to 3,000 in a heartbeat. I may be being too bullish right now because of how the state of my website is right now. How everybody is subscribing and paying, like they really need to be the audio broadcast every day. And I created a product which is just amazing. I really created a product that is just above and beyond anything on the internet right now. I mean, people sit there and said, okay, this guy claims he's a genius, but he really isn't because he says he's a genius. And then when you hear me talk for 7 hours, and I go into my my wave count, I'm like, guys, there's 5 waves down. Okay, there's a 4.32. There's a 5. I'm buying right now. The moment I buy, something happens. Okay, and it's always up. I mean, my trades in the past like couple days have been really amazing. In the past 3 months, in the past like since August, you know, except for one like bad TNA trade which I recovered from, it's been an amazing experience. I mean, the first trade I made in December, and at the bottom of the wave 2, before the third wave started, was the start of everything. I bought Apple, went up 25 points, and made a lot of money. And every single time I touch Apple, it goes up like 15 or 20 points. And I'm not saying I'm pushing Apple up. I'm just saying that my trades are so precise and so correct that everybody jumps, and then it's like amazing. It's an amazing thing. I mean, this forecast video is a little bit long, but okay, I don't want to say that anymore. But I really want you guys to take time to listen to the audio broadcast when I do a free one on my website, because you will understand what's going on. Because I don't believe that it'll be like a $200,000 year for me. It'll be, I really honestly believe that in the next 5 to 10 years, I could be like the next, like, I don't know, like a Facebook or like a YouTube or whatever. I really think at this point that my product is so powerful, so potent right now, it could really change the world. That's a wrap.